Hey, this is Bruce, and I'm going to break down some information on how much money I make on YouTube, and just to kind of give you an idea of why it's a good passive residual income, and also giving you some context on how much YouTubers make when they start, when they finish, and hopefully this will help you to, if you have a channel or if you plan on getting a channel, that it'll help you to develop further. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and do a screen capture. Hopefully it works. Alright, so first of all, this is one of my YouTube channels. Me and my wife, we have this YouTube channel. It does okay. We put pretty consistent information on it. And let's go to channel. Let's go to views here, and you want to go to analytics, and next we want to go to, well, actually let's stop here. So this gives you an overview of our page. So what I wanted to show you here is how much we made in last month. But first, here's an overview of what our stats look like. So last month we made $230. Now on this channel, on the Bruce Brown channel, we do more. The content's different. We have much less content there. It's only made $20 last month. The reason why we don't have more content on this channel is that it takes longer to do this kind of content. Usually, this one's going to be short and sweet and straight to the point. But normally, the content that I make on this page, where it's just pure tutorials and it's just a different audience, it takes more time to do it. It's not as fun to do. It's more like hard work. Yeah, but in the future I would like to put more content on here about how to make money, how to do passive income, just things like that. But anyway, let's get to the point here. I made $200, $230 on this page, and then about $20+ on the Bruce Brown page. So me and my wife's pages combined made $230. And so let me show you, what else can I show you? Oh, okay, let's go deep dive into this data here so you can get a better idea of how this has grown over the lifetime of this. And we started this in 2014, end of 2014 is when we started putting data out, putting out videos. So there you have it right there. So December 20th 2014, so roughly when my wife got here from the Philippines, and we were going through the fiance visa process. We'd already created this site here. Let me show you real quickly this site, and this site had a ton of content stepping people through what's called a K1 visa process, and it's basically a fiance 90-day fiance visa. And so this is how we started. We started off with just making content on this blog for people to help other people, really, to and then make a little bit of cash on the side for ourselves. And it worked. We ended up making a Facebook page, and we have this big group and everything, and that pretty much is to help other people. We really don't make any money off of that. It's nice to be able to talk to people and build up a community. That's cool, but it doesn't, it was just kind of the kindness of our heart. So that was the beginning. We started doing K1 information. And the reason why that's important is that from the beginning and all the way into the end of 2015, we were doing this kind of K1 information. As you can see, per day, see these numbers per day, this $2, $1.95, $2.06. This is what it makes per day, made per day. And the reason why it went up is because we actually got more consistent, and we start doing basically better keyword analysis. We started researching keywords and using search engine optimization to help people to find our content that we've been creating, and then we started getting better results. We went from 14 cents to, in a few months, making $1.82. Now, it was very slow going when you start. It's just like you really can't. It's hard to, if you're doing this for money, it's really hard to, because the results are so small in the beginning. I mean, they're just minuscule. What kept us going is that we really wanted to help, number one, and our site was already making money. The site was making, I don't know, $40, something, $50 a month or something like that, which is still small, but it gave us kind of some hope. And we also wanted to help people. And so that's how this went up a little bit. So this, when it spiked, was really, things started to change around this time frame, the beginning of 2016, when we started to branch out on other content, get more frequent, and just do other things. And so we, the first bit of content we did that was really different from what we normally do was what this other thing we do called Dime Travel, where we basically talk about all the places we travel to and talk about our experience there. It's really bad content, but we were still starting, so we started doing that. But we also started doing talking about the Philippines. And Yuri, she's from the Philippines, and she noticed that a lot of people wanted more information. People on this site were asking us information about settling down in the Philippines. So we started actually doing lots of content on the Philippines. And we started making videos of it, and videos are just so much more effective, and it's just started to pick up. See, this time frame here, we started doing them in June, and in July started to see an effect. Then we had another spike when I started doing daily vlogging. Daily vlogging is something I just wanted to mess around with, so I did it for about half a month or something. Really didn't do it that long. It's brutal. And I talk about it in another video about how brutal it is, and it's just, and I didn't see my wife, you know, like I'm always staying up all night, and then I'm struggling to stay awake all day, and then it just starts over again. But what I did learn from it is it gives you a big boost to actually release stuff every day, which we still do. We just do it in a more manageable form, where we basically take the weekends, we crank out as much as we can, and then we put it out. So that's how we're able to put out stuff every day. And every now and then I'll do something like this, which is like a shorter form video that I can just get straight to the point, not a lot of editing, and put it out there. But so that's why it spiked here, is the daily release of content, and the increase in quality, I think, contributed to all of that. That's when we really seen a marked difference in the amount of traffic we started getting, the views. Now, the reason why views are important is because views are really a direct correlation to money when it comes to YouTube. So that's something to keep in mind. Let me see if I can give you some information on what I'm talking about. Watch time. This might be it. Actually, overview is probably a good indication here. Let's go to overview, and I want to focus on October. Let's go back to October. Oh, well, actually, this will do. So as you can see, when you look at the watch time, duration, and views, these three numbers correlate directly to the amount of money that you make over time. So when the views go up, your money goes up. How much money you make per view and all of that, and clicks and all that stuff, really depends on what your genre is. Like our genre is mainly K1 visa. On the other site, it's K1 visa, traveling, retiring, cost of living, Philippines, travel, a little bit of travel, relationship stuff. We have a big audience for that. Those are the main things that we wrestle with. Those are the main things that our audience wants to see. On this site here, it's like tutorials, it's making money, it's information security, it's how to get a job, it's things like that. And I'm trying to focus on passive residual income because that's just the focus that I've had for a while now. And that's the thing, like, you can see these numbers went up, and the main reason why these numbers went up is consistency. Period. Consistency is the main reason why these numbers shot up over time. Once I start getting consistent, it's that arc that you see here. Let me go back to lifetime. This huge bump here is consistency. As soon as we got more consistent, it just went straight up. Consistency, what I mean by that is like releasing something on a regular basis, not just like sporadically releasing something, but if you're going to release something, release it every Monday or every Tuesday or once a month on the third Friday of the month or whatever your time period is. Just have it be consistent as possible, and frequency also is helpful. But those are the things that once I did that, it really changed. It took us a year to get 1,000 subscribers. But now that we have 1,000 subscribers, about every month and a half we get 1,000 more subscribers, and that's because we're constantly learning new things, and we already have learned like duration's important. Like you want to make, whenever possible, longer videos that can hold people's attention. Better quality videos, which means make sure your sound is good, make sure your video quality is good, not a distraction. And you want to make like a story form is the best thing, and that's what we do on the other site, is like more of a story form where it's explaining stuff in a story form, because that keeps people's attention longer. So those are the things, the main things that I've learned from this whole thing. And keywords actually helped in the beginning. Keywords is important. Like what you want to do is get a niche keyword, and what that means is like you don't, if let's say you're into fitness, right, and that's what you know about. You want to also choose something you really know about, because you have to release a consistent amount of a lot of content over time. So let's say you're into fitness and you use weight loss as the name of your video, right? Weight loss episode 1, something, right? So the problem with using the word weight loss, the key phrase weight loss, is that everybody is using weight loss. That's, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig, all of these big names are using that same keyword, and they're going to dominate that word. So what you want to do is find something in your expertise and in your channel that is like, specific amount of small amount of people are looking for this exact same thing, this exact thing that you're about to create, but it's like there's not a lot of supply for it. And then you find the demand for that content, and then you create that video. And so that's why some of our videos got ranked so well, is because we started doing K1 visa and green card stuff, and we were just basically making stuff that we didn't see on YouTube. If we didn't see it on YouTube, that would give us more incentive to actually create that content. We didn't see a lot of good content on K1 visa where the couple sat down and broke down each thing, so we were like, you know what, let's go all out. Let's show the form, how it looks, what our package looks like. Let's talk about it openly in a non-formal way, and let's give all the information out there. And so that format allowed us to compete with people who are lawyers, who are like immigration lawyers and stuff. And now you can see, constantly see our stuff ranking on the top of YouTube, and even sometimes on the top of Google, because it's still a niche market. Now other people are actually copying us and putting out their stuff in the same format, which is fine. We've moved on from that, so we still do K1 and green card stuff, but we're trying to just kind of do other things. And we're still going through the K1 process, not the K1 process, but green card stuff. So we'll release more on that. But that's all I want to really show you is just to give you some idea of what this whole thing is about. And another thing I could show you is relating to the passive income is, if you go to let me go to lifetime. Are we already on lifetime? We are. Okay. So let me show you revenue. Go back to revenue, and what I want to show you is how much money some of our content has made. It's kind of sluggish here. So one of the things we made back in September 2015 was this green card how-to, and it's just a very long video. I want to say it's like 20 minutes long. How about 12 minutes long? Okay, and it just walks you through how to complete this form. And a lot of people have done this actually, like immigration lawyers and all that kind of stuff. They're out there. It's just that ours ranks really well because we have, we just use the proper keywords. I think that's why it ranks really well. But it's made $67 since we created it, which is no big deal. But when you add all of these things up and they're continuously making money, I don't go to this. I don't watch this every day. Haven't upgraded it. Haven't done anything with it. Maybe in another year when they change the form or something, we'll redo it. But for now, it's a passive residual income. We made it one time, we put it out there, made 60, 70, just continuously makes money. So makes a little tiny bits of micro cash every day actually. So and you could see like our top content here is like green card, we got K1, we got cost of living, we've got just different stuff. Recently we start doing different like social stuff in our life, and that's starting to rank a bit. But the stuff that does the best by far right now for us is this stuff here. Last thing I want to show you before I let you go is this site right here. And I want to just give you an idea with this tool called socialblade.com. You can type in anybody's, if they have a YouTube channel, you just type their name in, you do a search on them. There's Yuri TV right there. That's our other channel. And you can see that all the publicly available information is here. The uploads. It shows you how many uploads, 352. It doesn't show you the private ones because we got private ones too. We got a little bit more than this. So it doesn't show you the private stuff on here, but the public information is there. $353 a month is what it's saying we're making. We actually make, this is not including the amount that YouTube takes. YouTube takes about 40%, something like that. And here's subscribers. Daily subscribers is okay, but this is a really good tool, and I want to show you why it's important. Why, if you're doing YouTube and you want to get excited about this, and you're not excited about $353 a month. Did I say a day? A month. That's how much we make. It's not a big deal, right? But let me show you this. One of my favorite vloggers, Casey Neistat. Check this out. So this guy has 5.6 million subscribers, and he makes approximately $300,000 a month. He's making $1 million, $4 or $5 million a year off of just YouTube, making YouTube videos. And that doesn't include like all of the extra consulting stuff he does, or the teaching, or endorsements, or whatever else he gets. I mean, it's just YouTube ads right there. So that's incredible. When I see this kind of thing, it's very encouraging to me to keep going with this. So if you're doing this, don't be discouraged about it. Another thing I want to show you is this. So this right here is the AdSense revenue we get from our sites. We have a few sites out there that we put ads on, and gets a little bit of traffic, about a few thousand a day actually. And so it makes it about that much. So my phone here. So in the month of October, we actually made a total of about $340. That's not bad. I mean, the thing is, it keeps growing. It's not, I can't quit my job on that, but we definitely see an increase to all this stuff, so that's really good. That's all I want to say, guys, and I hope this video helps you out if you're doing YouTube, and see you guys later.